Good morning, or I should say good day to you. It's Monday and welcome to my new vlog. It's 1 o'clock now and I just came back home with a new car. Yeah, it was a little bit unexpected, you know. On Saturday, my old car just stopped working, and I think it was the last straw because we had so much problems with that one. So my husband just said, you know, that's it. Enough is enough. So today we went to just look around. But that happened so that I drove back home with a new car, and it's a Renault Zoe. It's electric bill. I'm talking in Norwegian. It's an electric car, and I loved it. You know, I went on the just try to drive around the center, and I loved it. You know, and my husband tried to drive it also, and he loved it. So we just said to us, yeah, I think it's time to just buy better car with some guarantees, and yeah, hopefully this one will be much better. So that's the biggest news for today, at least for now. And talking about reading, so maybe I will go upstairs and show you the books that I'm reading and what I finished last week. So yesterday I finished reading Wonder by J. Palacio, and I gave it 4 stars. It's very heartwarming, very interesting. Some parts are very sad, some parts are very cozy. So amazing book, middle grade book, and I will definitely give this book to my son when he will be a little bit older. So it will stay in my collection of books. Yeah, and now I will be continue reading the e-book on my Kindle that I've got from the Net Galley. I don't remember the title. I already in around 28% of that book, I think 27, and it's called Next Stop Love. It should be a romance between 2 college students. Both of them have some problems, personal problems, and yeah, it's not that easy read because we already dealt with abuse and something like that. So I think it will be, yeah, tough book to read. But hopefully I will read a lot today because I have free. I will go and start editing the last week's blog. I will try to maybe upload it today if I get time. Also, I have to go to pick up Lucas from kindergarten with my new car. And in the evening I will just try to read, you know. And yeah, what else? Maybe that's it. I think I forgot to tell you that I'm listening for a new book now. It's called The Duchess Deal, I think. Let me see. I'm listening it on my Storytel. You can't see, it's just too bright. On my Storytel app, and it's called The Duchess Deal by Tessa Dare. I went into this book blind, and so far as I know, there's a girl, Emma, who is a reverend's daughter, but something happened in her life, so she ends up as a I forgot that term, but she makes dresses for others. And there's a duke who, after coming back from the war, he's severely injured. His face and body is just covered with scars, and it seems like everyone is extremely afraid of him just because of his appearance now. and of course he is becoming a little bit angry about the world, about everything around him. And they meet each other and they strike a deal. He needs a wife and he needs an heir. She needs stability and she wants to help others who is not that fortunate. So she needs money, she needs somewhere safe place to live, and it seems quite a good union, so they decides to marry. And I'm already on the place where they are already married, and oh my god, I didn't expect to love this book so much. I already laughed I don't know how many times out loud. Just so funny. The banter between the main two characters is just chef's kiss. And I think now I will go and do some cross-stitching. I think I have around 1 hour before I have to go to pick up Lucas from the kindergarten. So in that time I think I will try to cross-stitch and I'll listen for that book because I can't wait to go back to that world. Good morning, it's Tuesday now and it's 8 o'clock. I have to go to the work today, both with Lucas. We will go in around 10 minutes, so I just want to do a quick update. Yesterday I finished listening for the Duchess Deal by Tessa Dare and I gave it 5 stars. It was so good. As a historical romance, it was just amazing. I listened for that book almost all day yesterday and I laughed so many times out loud. Yeah, the both main two characters were just hilarious, and the banter between them just, yeah, if you have a bad day and if you feel sad or anxious or something like that, you should give it that book a try. I'm pretty sure it can pick your mood up a little bit. So I can't wait to start the next book, and I think it will be The Governess Game. I think the second book in the series. I haven't started that book yet, but hopefully I can do it today. I have a late shift, so I will start around 8:30 and I will be working till 4:30. So yeah, I will be home quite late, but I think I still can squeeze a little bit of reading for today. So it's now almost 9 o'clock in the evening and I listened quite a bit of The Governess Game by Tessa Dare. I think I listened around 1 hour and a half. And I enjoy this book very much. It's a little bit slower than the first one, but nonetheless it's very interesting and very funny. We still didn't reach the steamy parts of the book, but if it will be the same way as the first one was, yeah, it almost 50 Shades of Grey, only in the historical era. Very funny. Yeah, and I'm enjoying that book very much, like I said. So now Lucas is with his dad in the bath, and yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I will do some tea. I will make some tea for me and my husband, and maybe try to read my ebook because I had to finish that book this month, because I'm already reading it over a month. I can't even remember the title of that book. I will show you somewhere here or there. But hopefully I will read quite a lot today of that book. I have to force myself to read it. Hopefully I will like it. Hello, it's now Thursday and it's 10 past 6. No, that's 10 10 past 5. We just came back home with Lucas from the kindergarten. And what can I update you on? I don't know. Yesterday I decided to DNF the book called, let me see, Next Stop Love. I didn't give it any rating. It's by Rachel Stockbridge, and God knows I tried to read that book, but it took me almost 2 months to read 30% of that book. So it's just, I don't want to waste my time on the book that don't give me joy. And the reason I DNF'd it was that it was very boring. Absolutely nothing happened until that 30% mark. There was just few dialogues between two main characters, and they met each other maybe 2 times and already they were in love. So it's very insta-lovey also, and I don't know, just wasn't that interested, and the characters were unlikable, both of them. So yeah, just decided to let it go. And it was from my NetGalley, and instead I picked another one to read also from the NetGalley. I don't know if you can see, it looks like that. It's Coffee Self-Talk, 5 minutes a day to start living your magical life by Kirsten Helmstetter. Hopefully that's how you have to pronounce it. It's, like you can guess, it's a self-help book, and I don't have much high hopes for this one, but still I want to give it a try. I think it will be a very easy, quick read, because already I'm at the 6 or 7% mark, and I read only maybe 20 minutes or 20 minutes yesterday. I just wasn't in the mood for reading. Yeah, so that is my reading update. And today I think we will have pizza. We just wait until my husband comes home, and I will try to read as much as possible. And tomorrow I have free day from work, so I think I will use some of my free time for the Norwegian language course. I'm planning about 2-3 hours. Definitely will start about 9 o'clock and maybe until 11, and after that I will just try to relax, and by relax I mean read, maybe do some cross-stitching and listen for a book or watch YouTube, or of course I want to do some journaling. So that are my plans for tomorrow. And now I still have almost 2 hours until my husband comes home, so maybe I will try to read or I'm leaning toward cross-stitching and watching a little bit of YouTube, but we will see. Good morning, it's Friday the 19th of March. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I just went to kindergarten to leave Lucas there because I have free day today, like I said, I think yesterday. What can I update you on? Nothing much. Yesterday I read around 13%, I think, or 18% of that book, 5-minute coffee talk or something like that. And it's so boring at the moment, at least. It's very repetitive, you know. You can say what she's trying to say in one sentence. So typical self-help book. Says nothing much, just repeat itself. But still, I will try to read more of it today. Now I will have a cup of coffee and start on my Norwegian language course. Good morning, it's Saturday now and it's almost 10 o'clock. I already had my breakfast and already talked a little bit with my family back in Lithuania. So now I'm just waiting until Aurimas will come home from work and we will go to the city. We have some things that we have to buy there. So yeah, and talking about reading, yesterday I told you that I'm a little bit bored reading the book 5 minutes coffee self-talk. I think that's the title of that book, and I only now understood that I didn't told you what that book is about. So I will try to read you because I'm not that good at descriptions. The funniest thing is that this book doesn't have any description on Goodreads. But the idea of this book is that you have to use affirmations to change your thoughts from negative to positive, that you can program almost how you think and how you see the world around you. And when you change the negative thoughts with the positive thoughts, everything begins to be a little bit better. And to do so you need at least 2 weeks to make it almost as a habit. And the one thing that I liked the most, I have to say that I'm now hooked on that book. Actually, it's beginning to be a little bit more interesting because there was some of the scientific things in there, so it feels a little bit more legit. Yeah, but it says that at first it will be hard if you have negative thoughts almost all the time to just start saying something like I'm worthy of other people's respect or something like that. And at first it can be hard, it can be you can feel even ridiculous doing that. But if you connect the habit that you already have and love to this new habit, it can be a little bit easier. So in this book, the author suggests that you can say that those affirmations while you are drinking your cup of coffee. And if you like a coffee, of course you can drink tea or something like that, but when you drink coffee and you say those affirmations, after some time even when you go in the city and you go through the cafe and you just smell coffee, instantly those affirmations, those minds will come back to you. Yeah, so I don't know, I think I will try that. It doesn't take anything much, just 5 minutes of my time, and yeah, I think I will try it for those 2 weeks, and we will see after 2 weeks if I will be another person or not. So yeah, quite interested now. Hello, it's now Sunday and it's almost 5 o'clock now. Yeah, I haven't, no wait, I have read a little bit today of the book 5 Minutes Coffee Self-Talk, I think. That's the title. It's a mouthful. We went on the little trip. We thought that it would be a little trip, but yeah, it was unexpectedly long. So I didn't have that much time for reading today, and now I decided to do a little bit of cross-stitching, and I'm watching a little bit of TV, so I don't know if I read today more or when I read. I can show you how and what I am cross-stitching. Yeah, it will look something like that. It will be a raven, but there's still a lot to do. So I just do the wrap-up of the week, and that will be it for this week. So I think this week I finished listening of the Duchess Game by Tessa Dare. I gave it 5 stars. It was just amazing. I think I finished that book this week. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure. Also, yesterday I finished listening for the Governor's Game. I gave that one 4 stars, also by Tessa Dare. It was also very funny. I love the banter between the main characters. It just maybe dragged a little bit in some of the places, so I just couldn't give that book 5 stars. I started listening the 3rd one, the Wallflowers Wager. I don't remember the title. That one also by Tessa Dare, and it already was quite a ridiculous scene and very funny. And I DNF'd one book. I think also this week I DNF'd that book. It's the Next Stop Love, I think. That one, it was just too boring for me, and I just couldn't force myself for another month of this book. So I just stopped, and I started reading that self-help book about self-talk. And at first I thought that it will be very boring and like all other books, but now I'm quite interested, and I'm thinking of trying that method of using affirmations to change my thoughts, my thinking. So yeah, we will see how it goes. So that was my reading week, and I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!